After 2.5 seasons on the road and only sporadic visits to Wellington and Auckland, the Phoenix play back-to-back games at Sky Stadium for the first time since January of 2020. After last Sunday's 1-1 draw with Adelaide United, the Knicks welcome the Mariners, whose own season stalled at the start line last weekend in the face of a torrential downpour on the central coast of New South Wales. Welcome to New Zealand's capital on a sunny Sunday afternoon for round 2 action in the Isuzu UTE A-League Men's as the Wellington Phoenix play host to the Central Coast Mariners. Here come the two sides onto Sky Stadium, led out by their respective goalkeepers and captains. Danny Vukovic, still extremely popular around these parts in the orange there, leading out the Mariners. Had a season here in 2010-11, famously scoring against the North Queensland Fury from the penalty spot in the final regular season game of that campaign. Ollie Sail arrived a couple of seasons later. Took him a while to establish himself, but now well and truly the Wellington Phoenix's number one. A couple of changes to the side that started for Wellington in the 1-1 draw with Adelaide a week ago. Ben Waine starts in place of the suspended Jan Sass. Clayton Lewis comes in for Nicholas Pennington and will play alongside Steven Ugarkovic in defensive midfield. Costa Barbarouses drops into a number 10 role alongside the Bulgarian Božidar Krajev. Nick Montgomery named a side last weekend before the game was abandoned. 3 changes to that 11. In come Kelechi John, a debut for the centre-back. All Whites fullback Storm Roux. And Jason Cummings will also start alongside another debutant, Ghanaian striker Paul Ayongo up top. Sam Sutton is fit again and comes on to the Wellington Phoenix bench. And for the Mariners, a potential debut for Brazilian striker Marco Tulio. Ufuk Talay was asked yesterday if he was interested in the now vacant All Whites coaching job. He said if those who make those decisions want to sit down for a chat, he'd be happy to do so. His immediate focus, though, is a first Wellington win of the new campaign after Ben Halloran's late goal gave Adelaide a share of the points a week ago. And after taking over as head coach last season, Nick Montgomery guided the Mariners to finals football at the first time of asking, following a stellar career in England, where he made almost 400 appearances for Sheffield United. We're underway in Wellington. Bright sunshine as the Central Coast Mariners A-League men's season is finally underway. They are the last of the 12 clubs to get started, and they do so against a Wellington Phoenix side they've beaten by a combined 9-0 in their last 2 meetings. Incredibly even, really, between these two sides, though, historically. 18 wins apiece against the other, 7 games drawn. The Mariners 62 goals in those 43 meetings. Wellington have 56. A couple of debutants for the Central Coast Mariners, including both centre-backs. And it's a very special day for Brian Kaltak, who today becomes the first player from Vanuatu to play in the A-League men's. Here he is on the ball now, Brian Kaltak, adding to the A-League's League of Nations. Brian Kaltak, very proud day for he and his family. We know him well, of course, from his time at Tasman United and more recently Auckland City. Played 62 games there across 4 seasons. Widely regarded as a player who could make the step up. Nick Montgomery says, I believe you can. And here is Brian Kaltak on debut. Moragas waiting down the left early, though. Chance in the box for Zavada. Almost bundled away. Waine and Barbarouses waiting there, and Danny Vukovic can't quite get that at the first time of asking, or the second. He falls on it gratefully at the 3rd attempt. Here's one now. It's Oscar Zavada looking for Ben Waine, can't find him. Kelechi John in the way. Barbarouses, he might line up a shot with his left. Vukovic down well. First shot on anger for the Wellington Phoenix from the left foot of Costa Barbarouses. As I said, pre-game still very popular around here, even after just that 1 season.
And Kelechi John has gone into the book. That is not something that Nick Montgomery wants to see. I think he'd be much happier the way in which the Phoenix are playing in possession in particular.
Lewis slides a nice ball through to Wayne, who can't quite control. Goes down the penalty arc, still there for Kraev. No suggestion that there was a foul there by the Mariners. Payne, he's planted it in and headed away by Keltag. Eventually, it worked out okay for the Mariners.
Defenders retreating towards their own keeper.
And Moragas and Iyongo have come together here, and this time it's Paul Iyongo who's been given the yellow card. He protests. Clayton Lewis states the case for Lucas Moragas, who's getting rather slowly to his knees. Kraev slides it through. Here's Zavada. Mix up in the box, and Kelechi John brings it away. Well, almost a misunderstanding between Kelechi John and Danny Vukovic.
For the second time today, the Mariners' back line gets itself into a bit of a mess. Kelechi John, not sure if Vukovic was coming, ends up having to intervene and deal with the situation himself. Almost puts that ball into the path of Ben Waine. As part of that phase of play, I think we saw the first decent final pass from this Wellington Phoenix side. They've got in and around the box in moments in this first half, but we've not really seen the right calibration from the men in black and yellow just yet.
Got a bit of wind in their sails now. Wayne tracking back to win possession. Ugarkovic and Lewis seem to have quickly forged an understanding with one another in those defensive midfield roles.
We've touched on Nisbet and Ballard and how they work for the Central Coast Mariners team. Really excited to see how Lewis and Ugarkovic go.
Oscar Zavada has evaded the offside flag. Real chance here for Wellington. And poked goalwards by Costa Barbarouses. Ben Waine, I think, was setting it up. Barbarouses arrived and the toe poke was pushed behind. Let's chalk it up as a very good save.
This is a sensational save from Vukovic. He's expecting Ben Waine to get the shot off. Costa Barbarouses comes in and steals the show and gets his toe poke away. We see there Zavada breaks the line. Ben Waine tries to tee himself up. Costa Barbarouses.
Runs off in Kalolo, now Cummings! Acrobatic! Fantastic from Jason Cummings. And the man who scored 10 goals last season for Central Coast is off the mark in this campaign with an acrobatic bicycle kick and off the post, and the Mariners lead.
Well, he said they could score from anywhere, and all he needed was a moment and half a yard. Some indecision here from the Wellington Phoenix. Ollie Sal comes and then stops. Josh Laws can't get there. And Jason Cummings gets enough to get that ball beyond Ollie Sal. Not the cleanest of hits, but in off the post, Cummings won't mind.
Here we go. Offside. Well, decision overruled. It took him a while. Chris Griffiths-Jones. The Phoenix fans didn't know what was going on. Neither did the Mariners fans. Neither did most of us watching on television. It must, as you say, be deflating for them in that after the celebrations, it was all chalked off. Wellington looking perhaps to score the game's opening goal. Here is Ben Waine. He never got the right contact. Pulled back into his path by his All Whites teammate Costa Barbarouses. Ben Waine not able to find the right contact.
I think he had time for a touch there. Wanted to take the shot on. You can see what he's trying to do. Reverse it across Vukovic's goal. Wanting to find that far post. Potentially the bottom corner. Great ball in from Tim Payne. Costa Barbarouses running off shoulders. Gets his head up. Loved popping up with an important goal as well. A wonderful career from Matt Simon.
Here come the Mariners in the shadows of half-time through Silvera. Iyongo through the middle. In Kalolo. No no apparent options at the moment, and then the shot from Ballard. Might have got a little nick off Stephen Ugarkovic as it was coming into the path of Ballard, which perhaps put him off as it was up and over. It's again into play involving Nisbet and Nicololo. Now Cummings, he has it taken off him. Jason Cummings, a rare misstep as Wellington come forward for Ugarkovic. It's Ben Waine forced wide, and he could not get the contact he was after. Ben Waine. Caltech with a rare foray forward. Slides it into Nicololo. Now Ballard deflected, and into the arms of Ollie Sale. Last chance at fancy of this first half.
A bit complacent from the Wellington Phoenix there. No pressure on Caltech, and that's what he does offer. Can play in the midfield as well. Very comfortable on the ball. Finds Nicololo. Set up Ballard. Phoenix had enough space, simply didn't nullify the threat.
Jonathan Barrero blows for half-time here in Wellington. Jason Cummings thought he'd put the Mariners into a 1-0 lead with an acrobatic effort. Rubbed out by the VAR. Pretty even in terms of possession, territory, chances and all of the other metrics, but at half-time it is all even, and a stalemate on the scoreboard. The Wellington Phoenix and the Mariners 0-0 at the break. Away we go in the second half. Home side in their golden black, kicking left to right, down towards their yellow fever. Faithful in the second half. The Mariners in their navy blue, looking to defend that goal, and they do so at the first time of asking. Ben Waine's cross far too close to Danny Vukovic. Good energy in the first half, and particularly in the first half an hour of the first half. Remembering, of course, this is the Mariners' first game of the new season after their F3 derby was washed out a week ago. That'll now be played midweek in December. Ben Waine has avoided the assistant referee's flag in the area. Snowing up with him, Ben Waine, and the flag is now up. So after all of that, Ben Waine was offside. Mark Rawle, the assistant referee, following the rules. You just got to wait, don't you, until something significant happens. Here's another threat to look to defuse for the Mariners with Ben Waine. Ugarkovic first touch forward and breaks into a bit of space. Plays a ball in, and then the shot from Barbarouses can't find the target. Stephen Ugarkovic, lovely ball into the path of Costa Barbarouses.
We saw moments from Ugarkovic last week. There we see, he starts the second half. Good sharp piece of play. Costa Barbarouses tight angle, trying to find that top corner of Danny Vukovic's goal.
Here's Rue again, getting forward. That cannon off the hand of Moragas. Yes, says the assistant referee, Isaac Trevis on the far side. So, free kick coming in the way of the Mariners.
Claiming he wasn't unnaturally larger. And the replay clearly shows the arm away from the body. Handball, correct decision.
Is this the moment for the Mariners? Sam Silvera. Delivery is deep towards Cummings, who was lining up the volley. There's calls for handball by a number of the Mariners players. Chris Griffiths-Jones might have a look at that. Ball eventually goes wide. And
there we go. Another nervous moment for the Wellington Phoenix. Good ball into the back post.
Sail out to sweep up. Little flick on. Now here's a chance for Ben Waine. Is it on goal? And it finds the back of the net. Zavala's flick on to Ben Waine. The flag is up on this near side. It will not count.
And for the second time today, we're going to have a goal chalked off. They'll have a look, but Mark Rule had his flag up. He seemed sure that this was offside. It'll be interesting to see if it's Zavada or Ben Wayne after the touch from Zavada. Zavada's onside from the looks of things there. That is tight. Ben Wayne, regardless, takes it onto his left foot, shoots beyond Kelechi John, and into that near post. Great finish.
Just confirming that Chris Griffiths-Jones has angles we're not seeing.
Oh, that, I think, from the cut of the grass suggests that Ben Wayne was offside.
I think this will be chalked off. Mark Rule's eagle eyes. Shoving the back by Ugarkovic, referee right there, and body language pretty clear.
Yeah. But the energy levels that he brings is setting up a foundation.
Silvera delivers. Up in the air by Ben Wayne. Ollie Sale can't get it. He was lucky there. Didn't get the punch, Ollie Sale, and as he went to the ground, he just happened to see the ball right next to him. This game is just simmering along, isn't it? We've had 2 goals in the back of the net down at the southern end. This
man needs to get more involved. Ugarkovic has done well in the second half, looking forward all the time.
Another ball into the path of Wayne. What about now? It's a lovely finish. The flag has stayed down. The Wayne train arrives at the platform again. Ben Wayne denied moments ago by the assistant referee's flag. Not this time. Choo-choo, they say in the crowd. The Wayne train's got another one.
Well, he's got Stephen Ugarkovic to thank for a truly sublime ball. The touch was outstanding. Looked up, saw the run of Ben Wayne, found it to absolute precision. All he had to do was lift that ball over Danny Vukovic, who could do nothing. 2 matches, 2 goals. The Wayne train is truly leaving the station. Very focused on being better every day.
Here's Ballard for the Mariners. Finds Silvera. Has he got room for a shot? Silvera! What a finish from Samuel Silvera! And as quick as a flash, the Mariners are level. Unerring into the bottom corner from the 21-year-old, his 3rd A-League men's goal. And Central Coast bite back immediately.
Silvera takes this one on, cuts inside, and the Wellington Phoenix back off. That is poor defending. No one near Silvera as he finds the bottom corner. Ollie Sale could not do anything. The Wellington Phoenix at times have been passive, they've been reactionary defensively. We saw it there. Silvera took advantage. A wonderful goal from the Central Coast Mariners, number 7.
The Mariners straight away with the reaction. And Kalola to the edge. Here's a Yongo. The touch isn't great. Silvera! And through the hands of Ollie Salem behind for a corner. Well, Yongo's touch, actually, I need to take that back. It was a good touch because it was a little pass into the path of Silvera. Heard that one nicely. Crowded 6-yard box out towards Nisbet. He helps it back in. Sale with the punch. Still there. Now Jason Cummings! Goodness me, that looked good off the boot. Goodness gracious me. I just expected that net to rustle.
And Kololo finds Cummings, and that's tantalising. That is flirting with the back post. Cummings knows it.
Chance for the Mariners. Iyongo this time has dropped deep and brings it forward. Looking for Jason Cummings. Cummings is one-on-one. He lobs the keeper, and in she goes from Jason Cummings. Denied in the first half with an acrobatic effort. This time, just lovely. The judgment on the lob from Jason Cummings, and the Mariners, who were 1-0 down not that long ago, are 2-1 in front.
Well, the understanding between the front four for the Mariners is breathtaking at times. Intuition. Iongo simply looked up, saw Cummings was in between Wooten and Laws, and dropped that one on the edge of the 18-yard box. Sal decided to come, gets caught out, and that is a lovely, lovely finish. For the second time today, Jason Cummings finds the back of the net, and this one is going to stand.
Again, the crowd start to find their voice as they try to lift the spirits of the Wellington Phoenix. Nice ball forward into the path of Ben Old. He's got a couple with him, but he shoots himself all the way along the ground from Ben Old. Just the one A-League goal so far in his 27 appearances. The Mariners, Phoenix not getting any time on the ball at all. This one's through though to Zavada. Flag has stayed down into Caltech. Rebounds, Zavada again! Just wide of the post, Vukovic not sure. No touch from Danny Vukovic. Oscar Zavada about as close as he's come.
Well, the second time of asking, Zavada gets the shot away. Quite a way out. Had Vukovic scrambling across his goal.
Maybe a yellow card perhaps coming the way. Storm Root. Tracked all the way by Aquilina. Does well, Ben Wayne. Can't quite make room for the shot. Sets it up for Pennington. Just a nick off Rue. Now Ben Old. His right foot is not his favoured foot, but he's won the corner. Old's going to take the corner he won. Delivery's good. Hangs it up into the sun. Back across goal and then heading onto the roof of the net. Zavada and Wayne were both there. Corner delivered for Wellington. Too close to Vukovic, but it's gone in. Confusion at the front post. And I think we chalked that one up, perhaps either to Josh Laws or Nico Pennington. Danny Vukovic can't believe it. It's gone through his hands. And the Phoenix are level.
Well, quite remarkable stuff. I think Nick Montgomery will be the happier of the two managers if it stays this way.
And it will stay this way. A topsy-turvy battle on Sunday afternoon in New Zealand's capital. The Wellington Phoenix went ahead through Ben Wayne. The Mariners struck back twice through Silvera and Cummings, but right at the end, the corner from Nicholas Pennington skimming off the head of Paul Iongo and through the hands of Danny Vukovic for the Phoenix to steal a point. Honours even in Wellington. The Wellington Phoenix 2, the Central Coast Mariners 2.